as I was saying, sometimes mistakes happen and things come up for a reason. But especially when we're doing a live, it is what it is. You just gotta live with it, learn from the mistakes, and hope that doesn't happen again. But what I was saying was that a lot of times when we start out on our journeys or we starting on new ventures or creating new things, we liked, or I know I like to go to outside sources and things to confirm that what I'm doing is correct, whether that's like using some measurements like views or shares or likes or hearts or emojis or whatever the heck it may be. And I'm not the only one. Everyone does that, especially on social media where it's like such an easy thing to do. And there's nothing right or wrong about it. But for me, one of the things that got brought up in the podcast was like, well, there are days where you're not going to get anything from anybody. Sometimes your view count might be a little bit lower. Sometimes you're not getting as many likes. It's not gets viral as quickly as possible. On those days, what exactly are you going to take away from this? Like, is that your only main driver for why you're creating the content you're creating? Or are you trying to, like, what exactly is the purpose for it, right? And it goes back to your intrinsic or underlying meaning for why you do things, right? And I think it's a very good thing to really think about. Like, what and why are you trying to do the things you are trying to accomplish? It could be for yourself, like why are you trying to lose some fat off your body? Why are you trying to gain some muscle? Why are you trying to work out? Why are you trying to build a business? Why are you just trying to do the thing you're doing? That's as simple as that, right? And when it comes from intrinsic and oh gosh, when it comes from yourself, it's a lot easier to think about, and because it's just you're trying to confirm to yourself what it is you're trying to do. And I think a very good way that I think Jimmy McKay from PT Pinecast brought up is like, what would you do if you had zero followers watching you? Like, would you still continue doing the thing that you're doing? And I think it's a very relevant point to consider because when we're doing things for society, communities, and whoever to like us for popularity, for external reasons, it's very easy to kind of give up on them once you hit a rough. And that's going to happen regardless of what it is you're trying to accomplish. There will be down times, there will be low times. What is it do you do during those times will dictate how it is you're going to rebound from there and learn from the mistakes or learn from the lull, because every time there is quote unquote a failure is always a good time, a gold mine for you to learn something new from that. And also be motivating to yourself. Like if you see every time that you've dropped the, gosh, I am not finding my words today correctly. But at the same time, that's again why I'm doing this, right? Like I'm trying to better communicate and say my message in a different way. And you could be like me too. If you're like me who struggles to find their words and needs practice, like, leave a comment below. I feel like it's always fun to, commiserate with people who are doing the same thing as you, so leave a message or DM me. I love that stuff too. Having a conversation is great. And doing these lives is a great way for me to just have a conversation with the imaginary people in my head. And it's what it is. But anyways, going back to just like doing the things that you want to do and why you're doing it, right? Again, I've always talked about it, especially when I work with clients, like why is it that you do what you do? And it can't be just because you're looking for external satisfaction from someone. It has to come from yourself. And would you keep on doing the thing you want to do if no one was watching you? I think that really comes down to it. I feel like that's a very easy, simple idea to take home. It's like, if no one's watching you, if no one will ever know what it is that you're doing, this is something that you'll still continue doing and you'll be happy doing, because ultimately it comes back to yourself driving your own happiness, your own satisfaction, your own, I guess, what was it? Satisfaction? I don't know, fulfillment in life? Yeah, let's go with fulfillment in life. Yeah, otherwise, there really is no point in doing whatever you do if you're just looking for outside confirmation. This message was not what I expected to do, because I think I had a much better outline in my head. But I feel like, sometimes things don't come out the way you want it to, especially when I had a disconnect before live. It is what it is. I'm rolling with it and just move on, learn from it, and get better as time goes on. Leave a comment below if like this message kind of hits home for you at all of anyway. And I will talk to you another time. Take it easy.